Hello and welcome. I am so glad you're here. I'm Beth, a creator-based coach with CMH Coaching for Life. I'm here today to help you and those you love create a life you feel grounded and at home in. Think of a life where you feel peace, love for those around you, and in a flow with just enough challenge to keep you happy and creating something wonderful. Sounds like magic, but it's not. You can create that life every single day. You can have a life full of love, excitement, hope, and creation. Our mission at CMH Coaching is to flood the earth with light through compassion, mindfulness, and hope. And I'm going to ask a favor of you. If you like what you see and hear today, think of someone you know that would enjoy and benefit from this message. Our mission is to flood the world with compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Share this with them. But for now, this is time just for you. So settle into whatever you're doing and enjoy this time with the girls, where we create that one awesome, amazing, perfect life every one of us is seeking.
You gotta watch your thinking. Watch your thinking. Watch your thinking.
Welcome to A Creator-Based Life, the podcast for CMH Coaching. We're here today to help you create the life you love. I'm here with Jacine Bonnet,
Hi, guys.
who is a master life coach. She's a creator-based coach. She's also a great business coach. And she's just a good all-around good person. Jacine's pretty great. And then there's Jen. We started another round of creator-based coach training today, and Jen is on the recordings for the training, and it made me giggle because we did the recordings 4 years ago, Jen, maybe that we made those. And on the recording that we brought to class today, Jen is talking about how and doing a little bit of thought work on being confident, because she really wants to be confident that she can become a hypnotherapist. And she wants to establish the thought that she will be successful as a hypnotherapist. Well, y'all, Jen just got back from her second retreat in hypnotherapy and is an amazing hypnotherapist. She's doing a lot of work for a lot of people as a creator-based coach and as a gifted hypnotherapist. So we are very grateful to have Jen here. It's springtime too. Are you growing your garden yet?
Not yet. I've been out preparing it because we're still not past our frost date, so I can't plant anything yet.
Yeah, my green beans are about this tall now. They all have multiple leaves. I'm really excited. And I have to go water them. That's because it's Texas and it's 80 degrees here today. Well, by the way, I am Beth Fitzane-Brooks, the creator of and author of the book, The Creator-Based Way. Create your one awesome, amazing, perfect life. Not meaning perfect in the traditional sense, but meaning perfect in all the ups and all the downs and all the ups and all the downs, and learning from it all. I am not known for being a patient person, though, so I really need some help today with this particular topic of patience, because I was just showing the girls, I'm like, okay, so we're talking about waiting. I'm really not good at waiting, but this idea that patience isn't punishment, that it is walking, it's partnership with your creator. I'm enamored with the idea, but I am still of the group that says it's not. She says I actually wrote this. It's not about sitting still with clenched fists begging for a breakthrough. I tell you, I spend more time there than I do walking in partnership when there is something that I really want. And so I'm here for your wisdom, Jen and Jacine, to help me to be a better partner with my creator and understand that good things come to all, right? So what do you think?
I loved on the email this morning and the text that reminds us of to go to the email. The picture is of a cocoon, right? And
it's a Jen picture. I picked that one for Jen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caterpillar,
it's a butterfly,
and then a butterfly. And it actually took me back to a post that one of my friends had posted, and she's a young mom with uh, I don't know, 4 or 5 young little kids, and they moved out to a farm recently, and they had eggs in an incubator. And she would post randomly, and her kids would be watching, And then the other day, I came across a post that she did that she was just filming, and she's like, I think I see a crack in that egg. Hold on.
Oh,
And she got really close, and she's like, look at that. That's different. I hadn't seen that before. And so this had been weeks and weeks of just watching, checking on the eggs, right? And then you could see like a little peck. You could see the egg move, right? And it's just the slightest movement. And it was this whole process of this chick breaking free of this shell and emerging out, right? And um, so I was just thinking of like the patience it was necessary for the kids not to be holding the eggs, even though they wanted to, for them not to break the egg to help the chick come out, because that was necessary for it to gain the strength that it needs for the next stage, right?
all the work to get
Yes,
out.
all
Yes.
the work. And it was really interesting because the one chick had emerged, and within several hours, the other 8 eggs emerged as well.
So
Yeah,
cool.
it was real. And the chicks, they didn't go help each other, like peck the other egg to try and help that other chick get out,
Hmm.
but they would watch while this process happened. And then once it got out, they stuck together, right? They formed this little group, and then it was just really an interesting process to see that each one had to be patient, and they had to be patient for the others to come out, right? But they let them go through the process because the process was necessary. So,
That's how they
uh,
got strong. Well, because I
yeah,
have heard that if you do the work for the chick, they won't survive,
yeah, yeah.
that they won't
That's what I've
have
heard
built
too.
enough strength and they'll die. You
Yeah,
can't do it for them to come out.
yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
the same with the chrysalis, with the
Tell us the
um,
butterflies. Yes.
the butterfly is if you start to see the butterfly cocoon crack open and the butterfly struggle out, if you help it, it needs to take that struggle, because the struggle of them coming out and unfolding their wings actually pumps the fluid from their body into their wings, so their wings are big and strong. If you help it, it'll die because its wings won't unfold fully and be able to sustain itself and fly away.
Wow.
Struggle is very important in that strength process. And I mean, think about that with our patients. Yeah, it's to me,
Mhm.
patience is a struggle. And like
Oh
because
my
that struggle,
gosh.
I'm going through something, and if I can just try and maintain that, I guess almost like a state of presence in the struggle, that's where
Mhm.
my patience. That's where I think my patience is, and it's not a force. It's
Is
a
in the willingness, the
and it's
presence
a
in the struggle.
relinquish to the process.
Uh,
I
I know,
really
but I know.
like
Oh,
that.
is right.
Yeah, but I really like that thought. And that does align with partnership with our creator
Mhm.
as we are patiently waiting,
Mhm.
as we are persistent, like the little chicks coming out of their eggs, or the butterfly spreading her wings so that things begin to pump.
Yeah.
Just that partnership. It has been my experience in life that it's that partnership that gives me patience, that gives me the strength to wait, because it just doesn't come easy for me. I mean, I knew everything that was under the Christmas tree. You'd open the end and then you look and see, and then you stick it back together again. That was me. Yes. And my mom finally quit putting tags on the gifts, and it made me crazy. because it didn't matter what you looked for. Yeah, that was me.
Oh my gosh, I only looked one time and it made me so sad because I wasn't surprised. I missed that element of surprise on Christmas. I'm like, oh, this was
Oh,
kind of
I don't want to look again.
That's funny.
Yeah, partnership with
Uh,
our creator, not sitting with clenched fists, begging for a breakthrough. So, how then do we not beg? Because it's so important to us, whatever this thing is that we want to attain or have or grow into.
mhm.
If it's not begging, what is it?
I guess it's faith. Like you have to have faith. And I'm going through something right now. I am trying, I'm working with um a program to help repair my metabolism to get it working again. And I've been doing this since February, the end of February. And I had literally had this breakdown today. I'm calling my coach going, I'm
It's not working.
yes, I'm freaking out because I still have this belly and okay,
Uh-huh.
so part of it, and these upper thighs. And I know part of it is because oh my goodness, what's today? Yeah, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be going and presenting on
Oh, and you want to feel
stage.
your best, like you
I
look your
do.
best. Yes.
I do. And
Yes.
in my thought process, I'm like, well, of course, my metabolism is going to repair, and then we're going to start on you know, being able to lose the weight. And
Right. And I'll
I
be
didn't
back in the nice
realize,
skinny jeans well before we have to
oh,
do the
yeah. Oh,
presentation.
yeah. Plenty of
Mhm.
time, plenty of
Yep.
time. And I didn't realize what a mess my metabolism was in after years and years of
Not
not
giving it enough.
not giving it enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that patience is really hard. And I think that's where other people come in, is that we have friends, we have coaches, we have others that maybe it's testimonials, maybe it's a book that we're relying on, but it's people that have gone before us that show us the way that it can be done,
That
right? And
support. Yeah.
that I need that. I need that desperately for my freakout sessions.
Well, and yeah. And how great that your coach was right there.
Yeah, yeah. This
That's a gift.
is part, and this is part of the process. So, again, once your
Do they give you X
metabolism is,
number of freakouts when you sign up over the course of the package?
I should ask, am I
That's right.
right
How many
on target for
freakouts
the
do I get?
freakout? Yeah, am I right on target for that? Because, yeah,
Because I'm feeling it.
yeah.
Yes. Well, that's a whole nother topic then. How to present in front of a group when you don't feel like you look your best. That would
Mhm.
be a really cool thing to talk about sometime.
We're going to be working on that before we go.
Mhm, mhm. That'll be a really, because
That's
that's human. That's just being human,
right,
right?
right.
Because when we get stressed about something coming up, our face breaks out just because of the stress hormones in our body,
Mhm.
And so everybody gets a zit before their wedding, right? You go in and there's a new one the day of the wedding, right? Right here, and you're the extra concealer, just
On the
because
edge of
you've
your
been so,
nose. Yeah.
yeah, or the nose, yeah, the end of the nose. And so that would be a really fun thing to talk about for a podcast.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
heard last week a statement from another fellow coach who said, surrender to success.
Hmm.
That's
And I like the alliteration. What do you think of the term?
I really like that because I was thinking about this. It's like, when does my impatience come? It's usually because I am between something that I want. And it's almost like and the completion, like a timeline. It's that space between when I will either receive it or complete it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of thinking that for me, patience is willing to submit to that timeline because aren't we want don't we want everything right now?
We
Oh,
really
heavens, yes.
do.
Yeah. So
With
it's
the
like
cookie on top, please.
yeah, it's
Yes.
like I want it accomplished now. I want this now. So it gives me it's almost like I'm willing to submit to that process, to that timeline of of when it is going to have to come to fruition. So it's almost like I'm willing to let go of my restlessness even, or my, and submit to the now. And I think that's why I like to use the word yet, because it takes that out of it, because it lets me know it's going to come. It's going to come. It's not now, but it's going to come. So to me, that's where my patience practice is understanding I've got this timeline. And if I'm hanging out with that restlessness and that wanting, it's going to be miserable. Just say it's going to happen. I'm in process. And so that's what I've kind of been thinking about. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm in process. So do you actually give up the timeline?
I'm learning to, unless I know like it's because I have classes I'm taking and there is a definite ending up, but there's still an impatience. Like I still feel sometimes a little bit of an anxiety because I'm in process.
Oh yeah, I'm the girl who listens to her YouTube videos at twice speed, double speed.
Yep.
Because I want to get to the end. Yeah.
But did you miss something because of that?
I don't. I just get in the flow. That's the speed of my brain.
But that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but I have at other times skimmed through the end of a book just to get to the end, and had to have that lesson that it's of no benefit to me to skim. Speed it up, yes, but.
Well, and I'm also thinking of when I have to use patience when there's possibly something going on in my life that I'm not in control of,
or I'm not comfortable with.
But there's a timeline still, because I'm waiting. I'm at the beginning or in the middle, and I know it's going to come to a conclusion or an end or a shift.
Mm-hmm.
So I can either continue to be in that restless state, that anxious state, or I can learn to, submit to it or relinquish that and try and be present through the experience. And that's my yet. Like I haven't gotten there yet. I'm in it now. So I don't know.
But the yet is such a hopeful word.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every time I put yet at the end of something like that, I just feel the hope in my heart. It's so good.
Well, it shifts you out of that, like it shifts you out of like it's never going to stop, or it's never going to end, or I'm never going to achieve it, to at some point you will.
Yeah, it will end.
That hope word. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that struggle, right? The patience equals the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, that patience equals the struggle if I'm in the victim mentality.
Ah, yes. Okay. So what
right?
if you're creator mentality and you're in the struggle? Then comes the yet.
Then comes the yet, and what's learning? Yeah, what am I learning here? Instead of like
what am I enduring?
That struggle, it's that, yeah, I'm living in that pain and the victim mentality, and it's that shifting. So I just had that epiphany of when you were talking, Jen, and I was like,
oh yeah. Well, and I love then in the creator way, in the creator mentality, it's what can I do with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Instead
like when the kids would spill paint on the table and you had the purple and the blue and the paint was just all over. And I am guilty of this. Take my finger and just start drawing with the paint that's spilled on the table. And what can I do with this? What can I do with this mess that I'm in? And turn it into something of meaning for me, delight. And it was fun. I came out with great purple and a lot of brown. Yeah.
I like how you brought out, Jacine. It was instead of just enduring this, it's learning from it, and it shifts it.
Yeah.
Because it's going through it and enduring it. Now I'm actually having a purpose in it, and I'm learning from it. And you shift out of that victim, like you said.
I'm going to be a butterfly.
I'm folding my wings and it's painful, but it's going to happen.
Because I'm going to be a butterfly. I love that. So purpose gives patience then.
I think.
Okay, so here's another one. We got these P's from Dick Schwartz, right? And Jen, do you remember them all, the P's of self?
It's persistence, patience, presence, playfulness, and perspective.
Perspective. Yes, perspective is really important. Patience then, in the terms with Dick Schwartz, gives our inner world space to breathe.
Mhm.
And I loved the idea of all of the various parts of me, whether it's my kindergarten self or my 11-year-old self or my 21-year-old self, all those different parts who have had these life experiences. When I'm willing to just partner with my creative and give them space, it helps them to understand, it helps me to understand, because they're all parts of me, that they're really not too much, that they're really not a problem, but it gives them space to feel safe
Mhm.
when we can be in they're tender, when we can be in patience with them. There's a certain level of acceptance, I guess, in patience.
Absolutely.
And in that, then we feel safe and eventually then seen and heard and validated in patience, which is such a, I don't know, it's just such a good feeling, right? It's such a safe feeling.
Think about it when you've ever dealt with somebody that's kind of either been a boss or a parent or like another figure that you want acceptance from, when they're patient with you. How big
Yes,
you
it's
feel.
so loving.
Yeah, and it's almost like you take a big sigh or a big breath. It's freeing. It's
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't have to rush and try so hard to get it all figured out because they've got you.
Mhm.
And when we can give that to ourselves and not have to try so hard and not have to rush and know that our creator's got us and that we've got us, what a huge, huge difference. I love it. And that opens the way for divine timing. So let's talk a few minutes about the different aspects of divine timing. There's divine orchestration and there's divine positioning, all involved in divine timing. Somebody want to speak to that?
It's hard for me to differentiate between the two. Like,
Well,
yeah,
divine timing is pretty straightforward because it
yeah,
happens when it's God's time.
yeah. And then
But
orchestration is how it's orchestrated. Yeah, yeah. It's
that's where
bringing
everybody
Many
comes together.
Yeah.
many moving parts for me. And then the divine positioning is where you are in that part, that orchestration.
Yeah.
Yes, whether you're the violin or whether you're the timpani, that's your divine position.
Mhm.
And then the divine orchestration. I love the analogy of the orchestra. It just really works for me. But divine timing. And so a lot of patience, I think, for me, is understanding divine timing and divine orchestration, trusting the orchestration and trusting the positioning, that where I am right now in this place is the perfect place for me right now, which doesn't
And
always
that my
happen.
creator is moving in other instruments, other parts for my benefit or for the
Yes.
whole benefit.
Yes. Yeah. He has an incredible musical score with it all laid out to make something truly amazing. Yeah. But then we run back into, I should be over this by now.
The should stick.
The should stick. I shouldn't still have this belly. I shouldn't still have the spare tire. I've been working so hard. I shouldn't have the thighs. I wanted the smaller thighs. I should be over this by now. So what's the best way to work with that?
Scream.
Call your coach. Call your coach.
I coach scream.
My statement is along those like is oh, here I am again. And
oh, here I am again. That's a powerful one.
No, well, here we are again. And I have to say, okay, how is it different from this time around? And so I just have to, even if it's a small better, then that's better than nothing at all. Yeah.
Here we are, but not here we are again. It's like, I'm familiar with this. Here we are again. I don't know.
No, it was to say like how you were saying. What was your statement? Your statement was, oh, my belly. What was your statement about your belly and everything?
I shouldn't still have this belly.
Still have this.
I shouldn't still have this. Mine is, oh, here we are again. That's my statement that is equal to your I shouldn't have this. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought what you were saying was this is a way to make it better.
No. I'm saying that's how that's
your like your should stick.
That's my should stick. And then what I say then is like, okay, so how now coming around at this again, is it different from before? And then that helps me shift out of that.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's going to be slightly better. It's not going to be the same, or it will be the same and you have to work with it.
Right.
But I try and add some perspective to that statement.
Perspective brings patience, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Noticed that. Yeah, it really does. Yeah. Yep. I love it. Okay. Well, there's this beautiful sentence. How I should be over this by now is, it's okay, love. We're still healing. God's not in a rush, and neither are we. And one of my favorite phrases is, I have all the time I need. That one has served me so well. I have all the time I need. I can remember using it when I was test taking in certifications, and I would just get to where I was going so fast and thinking, I got it. I don't know what I had to do, but I got it. And pushing so hard. And to be able to say, it's okay. I have all the time I need. Really unwound that scenario and gave me a moment of presence to let me just to trust. And I could feel the confirmation from my creator when I would say, I have all the time I need. I could feel my body unwind a little bit and feel grounded and feel validated. And it was okay. It makes all the difference. So what works for you, Jacine, when you're feeling impatient?
In my brain.
Besides the coach.
Okay, because here we are. This is real, guys. 2 weeks. I don't have all the time I need to be the way that I want to be, right?
I think I need to be.
I need to, no, I want to be, right?
I want it.
Yes.
Yes.
I want this. Yeah.
I want it.
I want it. And,
well, it doesn't make any sense to beat yourself into the ground to get there.
No.
And set yourself back.
And a lot of the frustrating part is that I was doing like everything that I had been
done everything right.
to do. Yeah. There was nothing that I was doing wrong until I learned something different, right? Because I was eating healthy. I was exercising. I was doing all the things that I thought were right. And yet here comes 25 pounds that just won't go away. And part of the frustrating part is, okay, I have 2 weeks now. I've been working since February. I wanted something.
Have been diligent. I know, because I talked to you on the way to the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, I want some kind of result. And so I have to, so for me, when you say I have all the time in the world, I'm like, I
have all the time I need.
Or I need, right? And I don't to have what I want.
Have what you want.
So now it's like, okay, how do I let go of what I want and have it be what's important? So what is the most important part of this presentation? It's not about me. It's not about what I look like. It's about the content that I get to teach to 200 people, maybe more, but right now I have 200 signed up, what is going to be the best value? Because that's what I should want, right? I should.
So it's about them.
It's about them. So where's my focus, right?
Right. Where's your focus? I love that. It's about them. And so we're back to Jen's perspective. Nobody's really going to care about your thighs. I promise. Not one person will think anything of it. But
I'll wear my moo-moo. It'll be fine.
A part of you. You don't need a moo-moo. So I promise nobody's going to notice. But I think the indignance is I did it all right.
Yeah, it's not fair. That's where
it's not fair. Yep, there it is.
Fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so patience blesses us too, and it's not fair. But we're in partnership with our creator, because then our creator, if we are willing, can teach us. And we can grow and we can get bigger, because he sees every part of us. He sees our self-doubt, he sees our worry, he sees our fears, he sees all of it. And if we are willing to partnership with him in the yoke, so to speak, we can learn and be able to have the patience that we need. Yeah. Wow. There's a lot to think about with patience.
Right? And what if it's the lesson? So what is the lesson, right? What
Uh-huh.
if it's the lesson of it's not about me? What if that is like the whole crux of it? That how do I turn outward instead of inward?
Inward.
And
Right.
that is such a beautiful lesson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Well, and for Jen, I think of Jen's butterfly when we think we're failing because we're not getting anywhere, what we're really doing, like her butterfly wings unfolding, right? We're not
Mm,
failing, we're unfolding,
mm,
and I would be willing to submit that this whole business with metabolism is an unfolding where it's going to have the impact in a very different way on your
yeah.
life and how you serve others. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really, really, really cool. Okay, so tell us about book club because I keep wanting to say, just let them, just let them,
Just let them.
just let them, let him,
Oh.
let you, let me, just, just let it happen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the chapters that we're doing this week are chapters 10 through 15. And there's several chapters that cover friendship. Friendship when we're little, friendship when we're teenage years, and then adult friendship. And
Adult friendships are really cool. I mean, that was a great section.
right, it is eye-opening and it helps you see things differently. And then it's, yeah, just let them, but then what is it? Just let me,
Let
right?
me let
Let
me
me,
take
which
responsibility for my
empowers me.
friendships. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
was really surprised when she
like it,
made the statement that it takes 200 hours to create a close friendship.
right?
In school, it was no big deal, right? You spend 200 hours with each other in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
right? But as adults, adult friendships are a little trickier. You're not going to spend 200 hours with anybody that you're not living with, you know?
Yeah.
You have to make the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. So let them.
Just let them. Yeah. Yeah. So join us or read, stay with us. It's incredible. Yeah.
Come to book club. Yeah, it's going to be great. Do we have any idea what we're reading next? We're getting pretty close to the end of Let Them.
Yeah, we should figure that out now. How's
Time to
that?
start thinking about it.
I do not.
If y'all have a suggestion, drop it in the show notes, send us an email, take it to our Facebook page. There's lots of
Yes.
Facebook and Instagram connections out there. And of course, if you feel so inclined, you can join our 50/50 page. It's a private Facebook group for the
Mhm.
women who choose to come to Creator Base, any of our Creator Base stuff. And
Mhm.
so any of those places, but we would really be interested in what you want to read next because Let Them has been really fun.
Mhm.
Really fun. I mean, the conversation last week was hilarious and so real. It was so good.
Book club is real. Yeah.
It is real. We just come as who we are and we're just for reals. For
Yeah.
reals. Yeah. The other thing that we have coming up, which I'm really excited about, but you will have to be patient for, is on the 17th of May, which is a little ways away. JC is going to be hosting a retreat. It's a little mini retreat. You want to talk about that just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a little teaser. This is how to find joy because joy is hidden in plain sight.
Ooh, do I have to be patient?
Patience.
Don't say that.
Patience. There you go.
Patience to the 17th. All right, we will learn it then. So thank you. Thank you all for coming and for listening and for helping and for contributing. And it's just great to be together. We hope that this time has made your life better. And thank you, Jen.
Yes, thanks for being here. Oh,
Yes. Thanks to everybody. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
bye,
Bye.
guys.
When I'm feeling down and blue, I found a trick that I'll share with you. I can choose a better way with every little thought I think.
for joining us today in A Creator-Based Life. I hope you felt that compassion, mindfulness, and hope you came seeking today. You can find more of it at cmhcoaching.com or on linktree/cmhcoaching. Of course, any social media outlet, we're there too. Because you felt the benefit and light in this message, please invite those you care deeply about to join us. Help us to create a ripple effect across the globe of compassion, mindfulness, and hope. Then we can create a creator-based life together. Have a great week, y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Moment by moment, it's all up to me. 'Cause what I think about, I bring about. That's the way it is, and there is no doubt. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think. Day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think. Whoa, day by day, I pave the way with every little thought I think. What you thinking? 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 You gotta watch your thinking. Watch your thinking.